we have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Fortunately, it's a problem with a fairly easy fix. Unfortunately, it's taken me about 6 months to get around to the fix. The problem is with our water pump. For one, here's how it sounds when you turn it on.
It's a little scary.
Part two, we discovered this right after we got Amelia. That's this Airstream. Remember Amelia Airstream? When we hooked up to city water, we had water coming out the fresh water overflow valve, and we were like,
what the heck is going on?
well, there's a valve in the water pump that can go bad, and did go bad in ours, that lets water come in from the city tank to your freshwater holding tank. So ours, it's a little stealthy, seems to only fill up at night, but it does fill up. When we left Amboy, we were at 10, maybe 15% in the fresh. We're at 55. We were at 50 this morning, so we're gaining a little bit every day. So I'm going to change the pump out. We'll hopefully fix the horrible sound that it makes, fix the backflow, and also fix that it bleeds off. So once in a while it'll kick on and give you a little drrrr. That's my impersonation. So right on cue. So the city water's off. I'm going to turn the water pump back off, let the pressure out of the system, and we are going to go right down in there to swap out the water pump. I bought a new water pump. I'll put a link to the Amazon one down below. It looks like this. This is the SureFlow 4008 model. Comes pretty highly recommended. And I'm going to show you how simple it is to swap it out. So you're going to need a screwdriver and a towel and a little bit of a sense of adventure. All right, let's go. I think I forgot to mention that we're going to need a flashlight too. Not a necessity, but man, it'll sure make it easier. You can remove the vent in here to give yourself a little more room. I'm going to try it without first and see how we do. All right, it's pretty straightforward. There are, on this one, 2 screws on this side. There are not any screws on the other side. I don't know if that's by design or if they just didn't get put back in, if this was changed before. I don't know. So we'll see if there are screw holes in the floorboard over there. If there are, we'll put some screws in. If not, we'll leave them out. So we'll take those screws out. You will disconnect the water line here. And the same on the other side. And I'll show you on the pump that's out to make it a little bit clearer. Those lines connect here and here. You also have 2 wires, a black wire, ta-da, and a red wire, ta-da. You just disconnect everything off of this one, reconnect it to the other one. I went out and bought some more butt splices, which I did not need because Airstream gives you a handy connector that looks like this. Pretty ingenious little design. To get that red wire undone, you just lift this tab and pull it out, and then you can slide the red wire off of the new pump in there, push that tab down, and that connection is made. I'm a network guy, so I thought these were network jacks. I'm like,
why are these all over the place?
because they do kind of look like Cat 5 connectors, but it's a pretty ingenious little connector switch. So we're going to unhook the red, unhook the black, unhook the water, undo the screws. It's too crowded in there for you to watch, so trust me, that's what we're going to do. You might also consider having a towel or a sponge or a really tiny, really thirsty dog standing by, because there will be some water come out of here. It does go down on top of the tank, not onto the floor, but better to keep that water contained in where you know where it is. Now there's an empty space where a water pump used to be. New pump is in. This was literally 10 minutes to get that pump in and out of there. Even if you're me, you can do it that fast. So now we will connect this red, right there. There we go. This red wire back up to the orange connector like it was. And it goes. Press it down. That's a good connection. And on my particular model, the black wire, go with the white. Nice tight connection, just like that. I'm under the assumption this has been changed out from the original because the manufacturing date on here is 12/12/19. This is a 2019 Airstream, so this would not have even been manufactured prior to this Airstream being put together. But that's okay. It's a pretty quick fix. It was missing 2 screws. I don't know why. If I'm missing some secret quieting technique of taking 2 screws out, hey, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume somebody just forgot to put them back in. All right, let's go try it. Now for the big test. We will turn it on here, see if it's any quieter, see if we don't get the bleed off of the air so that it cycles once in a while. And most importantly, we will go under and see if I got all the connections tight and should not be leaking. Fingers crossed.
I'm waiting!
A few moments later.
Much quieter. Much quieter, and not rattling the trailer around. I assume part of what sounded like somebody just taking hammers to the side of the trailer was because it wasn't screwed all the way down and it was able to flap around. So I'm going to go under and see if there are any leaks. You wait here, I'll be right back.
3 days later.
I am happy to report that this repair was a success. It's been a couple of days since we replaced the pump. There's no bleed off, so no more intermittent dinosaur noises. We used the pump enough to get the fresh tank down to 10, and it has stayed there. And it sounds so much better when it does run. So if you guys are facing any of those issues, super easy fix, super cheap fix comparatively speaking, and one that you can do yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know.
Every time you say goodbye, every time you say